everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We're going to cleanse the space. let's cleanse. So, take a big breath in. I cleanse this space. And I open this circle to those who align with me. If you're not for God, you're against me. You're not welcome in this space. We're just cleansing, opening the space, opening the circle. Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? It's a beautiful Thursday. Hi, sweetheart. I got to get my glasses. Hang on. Oop, that's better. That's better. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? It's Thursday. I like Thursday. Why? Because of Jupiter. And I have a lot of Jupiter. I have a lot of Jupiter with all my Sagittarius placements, so it's quite nice. How are you doing? How's your morning? So much love to you. So much love. I'm doing fantastic. Doing fantastic. Spending my time a bit differently these days. I'm trying to hydrate. I'm trying to spend more time just connecting to my feelings, like my body and feeling, which is very much a wonderful practice to do when you're connecting to your divine feminine, is to connect into your body and into your feelings. So, yeah. We do a lot of powerful work in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective. So we had a meeting last night, and it was really. We meet on the new moon and full moon, so it was beautiful. And of course, because of that wonderful evening yesterday, I'm in a good space today. Yeah, I think we're getting to a space now of being a bit more discerning about how we're expending our energy and the way that we're doing it. And I'm really trying to spend more time embodying the feminine energy as opposed to the masculine energy. I, like many women, spent most of my life in masculine energy because I was made to feel afraid and unsafe as a child many times over, many times. Ooh, we got cultivate and investigate. Taurus and Scorpio, 28. Do you know 28? That's a very powerful number. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful, Haley. See, that's why you're here. What kind of person are you? What kind of person do you want to be? You know, you're changeable, right? We don't have to stay the same. We do have our core. A good way to find out a lot about yourself is actually doing gene keys. I do gene key readings with people, and I love exploring their gene keys with them. You have to know your date, time, and place of birth. Most of us know our date and time, but some of us don't know. Some of us know our date and place, but we don't know our time. You need to have your time. So if you don't, unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to do it. You can check in, though, with divination. Ooh, there's a rebirth happening. Ooh, nice, right? I find that those children, 404 on the time there. So those children that grew up like me in a home where you were misunderstood, where you were told you were too much or not enough, or that experienced neglect and trauma, right? Those children. When you don't feel like you are understood, then you go on a quest of trying to understand yourself. And therefore, things like astrology and gene keys and human design and personality, things like, the 16 personality types, like you go and look at all of them, because you're really looking for a way to fully understand who you are. The beautiful thing about gene keys is it's about your journey through life. And it's about moving through the shadow aspects, which when you think about it, right, you go through your trauma or you go through your younger life, which tends to have shadow aspects. And as you go through those shadow aspects, you start to see the gift of the experiences that you went through, right? So, I had that recognition or that dawning, that aha moment of clarity when I realized that one of the best things that could happen was that my dad abandoned me, because had he stayed, I would have suffered more trauma from him, right? And so it was good. What is quantum trauma? In what aspect, Ashley? Just out of curiosity, at what aspect? If you're looking at, is it something in my, then this, because I do quantum healing. I work in the quantum field energetically to do a lot of energy work, actually. So I do quantum healing and I specialize in trauma. The quantum regression and integration therapy that I do, that allows you to get to the root cause of your trauma on the energetic level and clear it for good. No, I did quantum healing. I've experienced Reiki. I was going to train in Reiki, but I ended up training in quantum healing instead. We're hitting a pinnacle moment, I think, with all of this energy. And that's really interesting that we started with 28, 2 and 8. Yeah, I was going to, like I said, I was going to study Reiki at one point. I had a lady that I had aligned with initially. Yes. Yes, absolutely, Ashley. Absolutely, Ashley. Do you follow Joe Dispenza at all? I mean, I'm sure you must. You're asking some pretty good questions. And just for the record, I'm not here to have a massive conversation about quantum, like the quantum field or about quantum mechanics. I'm not going to talk about, the oh my God, the double slit experiment. I'm not going to talk about a whole bunch of different things like that. Okay. The whole concept, though, in the general way of speaking of it, is that we are all energy, right? That we are all energy and that you are connected to a higher level of yourself that is outside of time and space, that is connected to the field, which is the quantum field. Everything is part of the quantum field, right? So as energy, you can work across that energetic field and do healing. What really actually does the healing is you, and it's your belief that the information that's being sent to you, you allow it to be integrated and you know that it is doing what is intended of it. So if we're looking, okay, so can you be non-judgmental about that? Non-judgmental about that. I can give you some really quick techniques to help you get out of an anxious space if you'd like. But you can also sit in that space and just ask yourself, like, why is it there? Right. And then not, or even just not even judge it. Right. Hi, Kevin. Yeah. So a really great way to move yourself out of anxiety, besides, like, number one, you have to assess your thoughts, right? Because if your thoughts are driving a train into worry, fear, lack, futureville, right? If you're drumming up stuff in your mind, then your mind's going to keep propelling the bus down that line, no matter whether you're doing these techniques or not. Hi, Ebony. Lovely to see you too. So you want to allow yourself to stop the thoughts first. But if you're not, if it's not, because we do get anxious for other reasons, sometimes we don't even realize it, but the food that we're eating, right? When we look at red dye specifically, right? And yes. So if you believe, I lost my train of thought. I read Kevin's comment and I lost my train of thought. So sorry, back to that. Thank you, Haley. So if your thoughts are driving the bus, it's going to be a bit harder to get back to that space, right? So you really want to look at your food and go as natural as possible, right? Like when you think about it, you are organic, the body and all of that. No apologies needed, Kevin. You'll learn. I have squirrel brain. It's spicy. So food can be such an impact, like, can be such an impactful thing on your anxiety and on your mood, right? Like there's so much that's going on in your stomach and with neurons and nerve fibers. Like, we grew up in an environment that told us that our brain was the control center of our whole entire body, right? Our brain is it's egoic. And so we don't want to just go to the brain. We want to connect to the heart. And in fact, our heart is what is actually the source of our information. It's how we gather information from everybody out there. Our heart generates it has its own nerve network. It communicates to the brain faster than you even realize. So when you walk into a room, your heart is sending out this energetic field around you, which is whatever energy space you're in. So if your thoughts, or you're in a good space, you're happy, you're authentic, you're in, love or joy, you walk into that room and you can actually raise the vibration of everybody in that room by the energy that you bring in it. You can also be brought down by the energies that are in it if you allow yourself to be. And many of us do. We end up just following what everyone else's energy is, instead of saying, wait, I like where I'm at. Everybody can come up here. Yep. And heart-brain cohesion is extremely important. Right. And so when you can get your heart and brain to be in, that's what the heart focused breathing does for you. Right. When we do heart focused breathing and quick coherence technique, that's when you get your heart and brain into that beautiful cohesiveness. And that cohesiveness allows you to move forward with both your soul and your body, like the physical and the spiritual aspects, in alignment with each other. When we spend most of our time, though, we're just going off the thoughts in the brain, and we think that everything we think is true, or we think that oftentimes that we think everything that we feel is, and while it is valid that you're feeling the way that you're feeling and you should make sense of it, just because we're feeling a certain way still doesn't make it a factual thing, right? If your brain is telling you a lie about something, and we do that all the time, right? And it's a protective mechanism. We're not doing it because we're terrible people, right? We're just do it to protect ourselves. It's easier for us to think that something bad is going to happen, or something negative is going to happen, or somebody's thinking something negative, because we believe that we can protect ourselves from the hurt or the fallout or whatever's going to come from that particular thing. But it doesn't. It doesn't. Sometimes it just creates a whole bunch of problems for us because we see issues where there's no issues. TT. TT time. So, it's a powerful thing. So if your body picks up information from other senses, right? It's not just your thoughts that are driving the bus, right? And when you've experienced trauma, and especially in significant trauma, you take a snapshot. So if you've had a situation where, say, you were mugged, right? You were mugged walking down a street one night. Your body's going to remember the temperature. Your body's going to remember what the fabric felt like on its skin. Your body's going to remember what it smelled like. Your body's going to remember, your brain, you're going to take all of your senses and you're going to pull from all of them. So then when you're in another situation that smells similar, or sounds similar, or feels similar, or it's the same day in August and the temperature's the same, and you're just brought back to that moment in time, right? So that snapshot. So sometimes the anxiety that we get is coming from a different sense, and it's because that sense is picking up something from our environment that is in alignment with a previous experience that was not good. So anxiety can come from those ways of, it's our thoughts primarily that are driving it. But sometimes we do pick up those things outside of it that drives the bus, right? So just know that. Check in with your thoughts. And if your thoughts are good, then it's something in your environment that is aligning with you in a way that is rubbing up against a previous experience. So you can sit with those emotions and allow them to go by you can ask yourself, when have I felt like this before? Is today the day? Does the day have any significance to me? right? Is it the anniversary of some death, or is it the anniversary of a traumatic experience, right? There's so many different things. Is there a smell in the environment that for whatever reason reminds me of that day? And that's why all of a sudden I'm anxious and I'm feeling that way, right? So it's checking in with yourself on those things. But if you do that, there's a really quick way to get yourself out of an anxious state. And this is by going in a figure 8. I will be looking at the messages in a moment. Okay. And I will. So the figure 8, you just do that around your eyes, and you can see I'm not even touching my glasses. I'm not touching my face at all, but you can do it around your eyes with whatever pressure feels good to you and in whatever direction feels good to you. Or you can do it, like I said, for me, I have glasses, and if I didn't want to take them off, I can do it like this. So this is working in the same way that EMDR does, where it is that bilateral stimulation. Right? So it's cross, 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 and you're going across the visual field, right? So when we're doing, it's like washing the screen, right? This is what it's doing. It's your eye. The nerves that are in your right eye go to the left occipital lobe, and the eyes on the left side goes to the right occipital lobe. I don't know if I'm switched on your screen, so I apologize. This is my right, this is my left. So they crisscross. And when you're doing this, right, your eyes are catching that motion back and forth, right? Think about when they hypnotize you. And then you can supplant what you want to be feeling. Right. So when you're doing this, you're creating that crisscross. You're going to keep doing it until you yawn or swallow, because those things, yawning and swallowing, is an indicator that you're in rest or digest. Okay. And if you want to really flip yourself out of it, get something like a really sour candy or something spicy, because those two things push us to a different space in our nervous system. Just can't, so if you're in a panic state, you do that, your body can't do anything but focus on the sour candy, right? You'll just go into, you can't help it. So it's a beautiful way if you deal with panic. A beautiful technique is to always carry those warheads with you. If you have a really sensitive sour palate, like if you're really sensitive to sour, you don't even have to have a warhead. Get something that just makes you like with sour. Or if you like, if you want to do the spicy thing, get yourself some spicy chips or something and keep them. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. We're going to work with Magdalene key codes today. Today's Thursday. I love that you're putting awareness out there, Star. That's absolutely beautiful. I have to lift this so I can allow that comment to be there. Just hang on. All right. I was down Star. Did you connect with her? Hi, Rejoice. Ooh, I'm looking forward to hearing about it in the group. Looking excited. Yay. And I'm so glad that you're excited to wake up, sweetie. That's such a good transition, right? When you've went through such a bad. Yeah. Oh, so much love to you, sweetie. So yeah, we're going to use some key code cards today, or we're going to go big today, guys. We're going to go big. Today's Transformation Thursday. So we're not going to play with our regular Oracle or Tarot decks. We are going to go big. So you guys got to be generous too. That is absolute. We are going to be working with Shaman Durek's Alchemy Elementals or Magdalene Manifestation Codes. Your choice. Your choice. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Connecting with her. Good morning, Carla. How are you, love? So you get to make a choice. You can pick the Magdalene codes, or you can pick the Shaman Durek Alchemy Elementals. These are very powerful decks where you will get either an activation, a message. There's something powerful that you end up getting between these two decks because they contain really strong energy in them. Just to give you a little bit of a feeling about them. This one, you have to say something specific to download the information from the card. These ones here, you get the card. Okay. So we'll work with these cards today and we'll keep talking. Because, that's just going to be, that's just an absolute. So who would like a card? And again, if you're a subscriber, you get the cards first. Yay. Aw. We have a very loving, very, very loving collective here, a very supportive collective. And, we've taken a lot of the people from this collective and we've moved them to the Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy collective, where we go after this and we are raising our vibration. We're talking about mind, body, spirit, health. It's all about awakening, manifestation, clarity, energy healing, support. It's a lot of what I do here, but just in a more intimate and more support. It's just more. It's more. It's like deepening the conversation or deepening the experience. So that's the first level. And this is the last month that it's $8.88. So if you want to try it out at the price that it is for a subscription to TikTok, now's the month to do that. If not, then next month it's going to be $13. It's not a huge increase. It's $13 next month. Okay. Alrighty. So those of you that are subscribers, either here or Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy, get the card first. Let me know which one you want. If you can say either white or black, or you could say Shaman, Durek, or Magdalene, or you can say codes or alchemy. I don't know, whatever. However you want to describe, these are your options today. Okay. This does mean that each card will take a little bit longer because they're big cards. Okay. So, but but let's do this. All right. Okay. I don't know. I feel like Spiritual Love was going to ask for the Magdalene codes. I just believed that you were going to ask for them. So I did pull for these cards for you. So this is the key code. That's okay, sweetie. That's okay. I'll give you a card too. You don't have to. Generosity of spirit is if you're generous of spirit, you give from your spirit. You give from your spirit what you can, and without taking from what you need. Right? We give from the overflow. So generosity of spirit is it's beautiful, right? See? Spirit. Yes. All right. So this is for, and I'll see you on TikTok. This is for Spiritual Love, Magdalene Love Being, Akashic Manifesting. Beautiful. Okay, so let's get the book. I'm just going to read the application. So the application you'll get, it gives you the application of both the key and the hologram, or the application of the resource. It's one or the other. And I'll consider looking and giving the key and the hologram. So this is the hologram, Love Ambassador, right? So when we're looking at these two cards, or like, where did I put your actual card? Oh, there. I'm like, where did the OG card go? It got piled on. So these are the example of those two cards together, the key and the hologram. Okay. So Akashic Manifesting, create with the raw energy of the divine, leap while you sleep by communing with the creative field. The Love Ambassador, which is the hologram card, is lead the evolution of consciousness from love. graciously receives support from others, love beings, and source. Powerful, powerful. So let's see what our activation is for the Magdalene love being. Which is the last card in the deck. It's actually number 24. There's only 24 cards in this. Or not 24, 24 sets of plus other 20 sets. There we go. Plus 4 resource cards. The application. When you draw this card, it is a great time to actively turn up your manifestation practice while in a being state, either lying down or while you are sleeping. Create altars that you place next to you while you are resting and sleeping. Intend that your sleep and rest are deeply nourishing to your system. Claim that you magically manifest through the yin energy of resting. That's powerful. I started doing that a little while ago. It's been really, really fun. It's been lovely. It's been beautiful. Hi, Jenny. How are you, love? Happy Jupiter Thursday for sure. Definitely. Everybody can get a card. Okay. Of the subscribers, which ones were asking for cards next? Hi, Heart Conscious Life. Trying to think who's here in the subscriber land. In subscriber land. Now I got to check. Book. Nope. Book. Salasia and Granny. Did you guys want cards today? Aw, you guys are beautiful. See how beautiful you guys are? That's Sea Star. It's a beautiful collective. Such a beautiful collective. All right. So, so we've got Salasia, Magic of Love. I got to get the other part. So Magic of Love, Miraculous Results, and Magic of Love, Crystal Clarity. Love heals all separation, regenerate wholeness in your heart, and magically midwife optimal outcomes. And then the Crystal Clarity. Aw, hey, welcome. You create your own magic. Empower yourself to go directly for what you desire with crystal clarity. So let's see what the application of these cards is. Magic of Love. The Magic of Love. I love it. They're not alphabetical either, guys. So that's why I said you will have to deal with just a little bit longer reading to get access, but they're powerful codes and keys that you're getting to see, right? So as you gaze upon the Magic of Love glyph, your core desire and passion for life is amplified. You're deeply connected to the source from which you came and the higher purpose and mission for this incarnation. The Magic of Love reminds you of the steadfast truth that what you are up to, including realizing your creations in the physical plane by amplifying your magical capacities on the higher planes, is much vaster than you. This is a good thing, for when you tie your desires to a greater why, then more becomes possible. When this card comes onto your manifestation altar, take a few moments to connect to the desire underneath the desire you have. If you desire more money, why do you desire that money? Is it to have more freedom, to create an even bigger impact on the planet? Or what would you do with that money? Give it a home, give it a direction, map it out. If you desire more and better relationships, why is that? What is the deeper desire and reason why that matters to you? Is it because you have forgotten your birthright of love and are seeking this love outside yourself? Is it because you get to experience more facets of yourself and enjoy the facets of others when you are in a relationship with them? When you connect to a deeper why, you naturally uncouple from any resistance and start an inner fire that creates magical results. Invite the Magic of Love to cascade magic and love into all that you do. So not only do you realize what you desire, you also actualize the desire underneath the desire. This way, your journey and destination are one. That's a beautiful message. It's a big message too. I got to lift this up for a second, guys, and tap that. Whoop, whoop. So we can allow that comment. Mods, I believe that you can make the comments visual as well. And I'm like, how many mods do I have here? Oh, I wonder. I don't know. I'm like, why? Why is there? Okay, Granny. Granny is next. And then after Granny, Heart Connection. Okay, and then we'll go into, I think if that's all the subscribers, we'll go into the subscribers then, or the non-subscribers. Okay. All right, so Granny Debbie. Granny Debbie, Embodied Radiance. Okay, this is a beautiful card. I'll find its key. Just hang on a second. Hey, baby, what you doing? Luckily enough, they made them the colors bright and, all of them having beautiful colors together. Okay. These are this is whoop key. The key, Embodied Radiance, Divinely Glowing, and Embodied Radiance, Physically Energized. Okay, so look at those, and you just have to accept them, keys. And let's see what the message is. Oh, get it. It's so beautiful, so powerful. And definitely do work with it every night, and create an altar with the cards every night to help with your manifestations. It's very beautiful. The messaging in it is lovely. It is a lot to read for each card, but besides that, and the cards are big, just so you know, they are a large card. So I tend to shuffle them sideways. All right, Embodied Radiance. So, Granny Debbie, when experiencing an expansion, fully take it into your body by breathing it in. If you receive money, breathe that money in. If you win an award, inhale the recognition. If you say no to something, rather than falling into people pleasing, breathe that win in. Revel in it, bask in it, be with it, allow it to integrate and consolidate in your system. This amplifies your energy and naturally begins to radiate out a more expanded presence. If you have a gift to give to someone, don't be attached to the outcome of your gift giving. Instead, you simply place it on the altar for them to pick up or not. Your embodied radiance is simultaneously close to your body and also knows no bounds. As a Magdalene manifestor, you are adept in creating through energy the quantum field and beyond time and space. Practice manifesting a goal that feels like a stretch, or calling to you something that is physically located farther away from you. This way, you are playing with non-locality, where your energy and the energy of what you are actualizing are in communion across distance or perceived size. This shifts the illusion lie that manifesting something big or far away, like a retreat center in New Zealand when you live in Florida, is more challenging than something small, a doable that is right in front of you, like a parking lot. This is an illusion. Your creations are actualized from far and near all the time. Perhaps what will create an even deeper embodied radiance in your system is someone or something that comes from the other side of the globe. This may be a product, mentor, or food. With both star love and emerald love, what deeply nourishes you and your projects may come in an unusual form, like the love you have from an animal, or wisdom from an off-planet lifetime, or a primary partnership with a guide. Grow in what glows you. This is really about spending your time in that energy of the things that you love, the things that bring joy into your heart. So that joy is what glows, right? The joy and your radiance, the things that are in alignment with you. That's really beautiful. And I'll talk about, like, when you're looking at manifesting, there's a common lingo, or there's a common theme in sales, right? When you're making sales, it doesn't matter whether you're making a little sale or a big sale, you have to put in the same work. Right? Like there's the concept, people think that you have to, put in more work to make a big sale, but it's not true. In order to make a sale, you have to have so much contact with them. They have to trust you. Some people make sales quicker because of their buying nature, right? It's that kind of energy. But for, I lost my train of thought. I read a question again. Hi, Katie. How are you? But but you're putting in the same amount of work. You still have to connect with them. So it's the same concept of whether it's near or far, whether it's small or big, manifesting's manifesting, right? And in order to, whether you're getting something small, if you're manifesting $500, let's say, then, to see that manifestation come to fruition, like that should make you believe that anything can come to fruition, because you're putting the same energy in no matter what it is that you're manifesting. You're doing the exact same thing. The practice is the same. The belief or the knowing that you're going to receive what you're manifesting is the biggest part of it. After Granny Debbie, heart connections, heart connections, and then star, okay, and light bender, Kate. But heart connection, it was kind of your message too, I think. The same card came out. I'm going to give it another shuffle though. What is your body telling you, Caitlin? And who, I'm assuming that Jacob's the dad. I'm going to assume that. It could be a bold assumption to make, but right? Like, what is your body telling you? Yeah, right? You just show up at the right time. All right, what does heart connections need to hear today, Spirit? What will help heart connection with their manifestations? All right, we're giving you the rate. There we go. Right? Temple of love. Physical radiance. Okay. And they'll find the corresponding card that goes with it. Temple of love, vibrant home. So all you have to do is look at these and receive the information that's coming in from them. Okay. One's the key, the other's the hologram. I'll read the message on the bottom of the cards, and then I'll read the application from the book. So Temple of love, and this is for heart. Temple of love, physical radiance. Your body's capacity to receive more without the crash is key. Prepare for more income, impact, and time. So there's more coming into you. I hope you're ready for it. And then vibrant home. Form follows coherent energy. Consecrate your home and creations to divine order, success, and harmony. That's beautiful. I love that concept of consecrating your home and your space and your belongings. So let's see what Temple of Love is. Application, how to apply it. There we are. Like I said, I have to scroll through the whole book. So application, and just remember getting the cards, this is why I don't do this stuff very often, because it's just so much reading, and it just takes so much time for each card. But it's nice to do it occasionally as well. So you are a divine site of love, and your love conceptions are divine sites of love. So your love conceptions are what you're manifesting. So for me, mind, body, spirit, healthy self, that in and of it, that's my love conception, right? I conceived this company, I birthed it, and it's a toddler now. It's actually 3 years old. So this code is a foundational member of your manifestation. Sorry, they are temples of love. They are temples of love. This code is a foundational member of your manifestation team and a high level of magic. For your creations are also temples of love. Each is consecrated with a unique purpose and a higher mission. When you are clear about what purpose you are consecrating your creations for and with, a fire is lit in the universe to bring you the supportive, cooperative components so that this is fully realized. Let's say one of your creation projects is to call in sublime time. When that sublime time temple of love is consecrated with a purpose, it will come to you much more easily and quickly. So sublime time is highest timeline. Where is the time going to be spent? What is the purpose of it? Are you going to spend more time with loved ones doing things you love? If you had 20% more time to spend your way, what would you be doing and who would you be spending it with? When you create a chamber in your sublime time temple of love that is specifically for a project, like having more time to spend your way hiking in the mountains, 3-day weekends with your loved ones, or taking that transformational program you've had your eye on, the blueprint vibrates in a more coherent way and easily enables you to leverage time for these purposes. In addition to consecrating your creations with purpose, connect your love conceptions with their origin star. All your creations emanate from source and have a specific vibrational origin, what we also refer to as your home star. When you use your intention to align your body as a temple of love to your origin star, this accelerates the speed in which your creations come into form. This is compounded exponentially when you also connect the temple of love or sacred site of the being of light that is your creation to its home star. Even if you aren't consciously aware of what that might be, connecting your creation as a temple of love with its origin in the cosmos will create a divine order and facilitate change at a rapid pace. This is the art of creating ensouled physicalizations by infusing higher plane energies into the physical plane, which is the heart and soul of this Magdalene manifestation system. To do this, gaze upon the key Temple of Love glyph and imagine the star above the crown of the masculine Temple of Love, representing the home star of your creation. Then visualize your creation crowning into the birth canal of the third dimension with a star above the crown. Then state out loud, I choose to consecrate my Temple of Love creations with their higher purpose and connect them to their origin star for the highest and best good of all. That was powerful. Well done. That was a lot to read too. I need to step now. 41:44 on the time. 1:44. Yay! See? How beautiful is that? Definitely, Ginny. Okay, so we've got star. Yeah, we've got star. So what does star need to receive? You can pick the Shaman Durek deck as well. The Shaman Durek deck is very powerful. But I feel like on Thursday, a lot of people are going to be wanting the Magdalene cards. And this was really, really important for star to receive these because they were both right there. So this is the key star, Magdalene heart. Magnificent receiver. And the Magdalene heart, circulate abundance. Sometimes we think of abundance as just money, but that's not always just what abundance is. So, magnificent receiver, your realized dream is closer than you may think. Open to receive more without doing more. Aw, I love it. That's beautiful. Magdalene heart for circulate abundance is your heart is adept at circulating resources. So we have 4 resources. We have the resource of time, we have the resource of energy, we have the resource of money, and we have the resource of divine relationships. All right, so those are our 4 resources that we can use with our manifestations. And sometimes we just get into a state where we're absolutely, it's just a trade of time and energy for money, right? That seems to be like that trade that we get into in our jobs. Hi, Elizabeth. So you're adept at doing this. Gift pool and receive wealth with confidence at a higher octave. So let's see what our Magdalene heart is. application. Somehow I skipped it in the book. Wait till you read. Wait till you hear the message. I don't know how I skipped past it. Oh, wait. Get back there. Woohoo, found it. Found it. I know it's there. Magdalene Hart. Hands on your heart, love. Okay, I want you to do that. You got to do this with me. This is what your card's asking you to do. So hands on your heart. And you're going to repeat after me out loud, or at least in your head. I am a magnificent receiver. I am a magnificent receiver. I am a magnificent receiver. 10 times upon awakening and before going to bed. So just remember that I am a magnificent receiver. You're going to say that 10 times tonight before you go to bed. You're going to get up in the morning 10 times. I am a magnificent receiver. Okay, so you're going to keep saying that. Notice that this stance is a powerful, fierce, and loving way to be in the world. It's a code that you live by. The next time someone offers you a compliment, gift, or wants to pay for something for you, take a breath and say this mantra, and then say yes to the gift. Receiving is a gift. That's your application of it. That's all you got to do is just receive openly, right? So if someone says, "You're so kind," thank you. I receive that. I am a magnet, and in your mind, you're this. I'm a magnificent receiver. I'm a magnificent receiver. Okay, Lightbender Kate, thank you so much for donating as well to give Star a card. I appreciate you. All right, what does Kate need for a message? You get the Magdalene Heart as well. So that is perfect. So you have the same message. You have the same message of making sure, but I'm going to show you the card, both of the cards again. I had to go through them and get the other one. Hi, Xandrian. Right? So that's all you have to do. Accept this key and the hologram, receive those, and then just say, I am a magnificent receiver 10 times in the morning and 10 times before bed. Okay, keep doing that. And be open to receiving. It's coming. It's coming very quickly is the message too, right? It's closer than you think. It's closer than you think. Good morning, Xandrian. All right. So Ginny. I know Ginny wants a card. Anybody? Oh, sorry. No, wait. Backing it up a minute. Dark Till Dawn. Dark Till Dawn gets a card before Ginny does. She was here much longer. Apparently it's this one too. It was very important. Oh, Infinite Love Meridian. Let me find that partner. Infinite Love Meridian. Structured flow. That's a beautiful energy to be in. So structured flow is the concept of you have certain things within your day that are structured, and then you have a bunch of your day that you just allow to go and flow. So let me get the hologram part. There we are. All right, so here's the key, Infinite Love Meridian, structured flow, and then the hologram, infinite supply. So structured flow and infinite supply. Everybody that's here in seeing these codes, right? You're receiving them as well, right? And you're receiving the message too, right? And that thing about I am a magnificent receiver 10 times in the morning and 10 times at night would be good advice for you too, right? My guides are like, I hope they realize that all of this is powerful. 4840. I hope that everybody realizes this is powerful for them, regardless of whether it's your card. Okay. So this is for Dark Till Dawn. Hi, John. So Structured flow. Resources require clear pathways to come into your life. Open the way to grow with structure and flow. And then the other card, infinite supply. All abundance comes from the infinite supply of source. Play bigger and claim your highest good, right? Many of us set our sights too low. So let's look what our application is of the infinite love meridian. So the application, so everybody listen, right? It's important. Write down or visualize your current resources, the money, relationships, work, and health you have. Not only the quantity, but also the quality of these resources. This is your current abundance set point. Now, we invite you to connect the money, being of love, and your current money to the infinite supply of money and the source of money, which is source. Connect your relationships to the infinite supply and source of relationships, that is source, and go through all areas of abundance that really matter to you. Imagine and visualize that what connects your current abundance to the infinite supply of abundance is a meridian, a pathway, and that this meridian is widening to welcome a higher quantity and or quality of this resource. For it may be that you are currently satisfied with the number of people in your life, and at the same time, you'd like to deepen the connections you have with them. Ask that the unseen pathways that connect you with your manifestations is turned on more fully. This card, being in your energy vortex, creates a more direct and easier means by which you may come together and thrive as a result of the cross-pollination of gifts, talents, and love you bring to one another. That is just beautiful. Right? Just beautiful. Beautiful. And like honestly, how amazing was it that card that we got for Star? Everyone was being very generous and gifting for Star. And Star got the thing about being a magnificent receiver. Like that's just beautiful. Alrighty. Yeah. I love this deck. I absolutely love this deck. Okay. We got Xandrian and Elizabeth as subscribers, so I'm going to put them in now. Actually, I don't know if Elizabeth is a subscriber anymore. I don't think so. But I know that Xandrian is. So Xandrian is next because she's a subscriber on both channels. She's here and on Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy. All right. What does Xandrian need to? Apparently that right there that flew out. It's the magic of love as well. So we've had the magic of love one again before, but I'll read you the message because I don't think that you were here. So apparently it's important that we hear this again. Nope, that's not the right one. That's not the right. There's two that are like they are very colorful cards, as you can tell. So you just have to match up the colors, but there's a couple cards that are similar in that they got that pink on it. So that's what I was looking for. All right, Xandrian, are you still there, love? Hi, Maggie. Hi, Jacinta. How are you, lovey? Perfect. So this is your key and your hologram. So you just receive both of them. Magic of love is miraculous results, and magic of love hologram is crystal clarity. So I'll read the little blurbs on the bottom. All you do is receive these keys, and anyone else that's here can receive them as well and open themselves up. So miraculous results, love heals all separation, regenerate wholeness in your heart, and magically midwife optimal outcomes. And then the crystal clarity, create your own magic. Empower yourself to go directly for what you desire with crystal clarity. The message that I'm getting is that, make sure that you're not allowing other people to take you off your path. Like, I think you know what your path is. I think you know that. Just looking for the card, guys. Oh, there we go. So the application, it's a pretty big reading for the application, but I'm going to read it again because I don't think Xandrian was here when I read it the last time. Yeah. So let's see if this helps. I'm going to hold these up while I read for a little bit so that you can look at the cards a little longer. Okay. As you gaze upon the magic of love glyph, your core desire and passion for life is amplified. You are deeply connected to the source from which you came and the higher purpose and mission for this incarnation. The magic of love reminds you of the steadfast truth that what you are up to, including realizing your creations in the physical plane by amplifying your magical capacities on the higher planes, is much vaster than you. This is a good thing, for when you tie your desires to a greater why, then more becomes possible. When this card comes onto your manifestation altar, take a few moments to connect to the desire underneath the desire you have. If you desire more money, why do you desire that money? Is it to have more freedom, to create an even bigger impact on the planet, or ... What would you do with that money? Give it a home, give it a direction, map it out. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Kate, so much. What would you do with that money? Okay, so give it a home, give it a direction, map it out. If you desire more or better relationships, why is that? What is the deeper desire and reason why that matters to you? Is it because you have forgotten your birthright of love and are seeking this love outside yourself? Is it because you get to experience more facets of yourself and enjoy the facets of others when you are in a relationship with them? When you connect to a deeper why, you naturally uncouple from any resistance and start an inner fire that creates magical results. Invite the magic of love to cascade magic and love into all that you do. So not only do you realize what you desire, you also actualize the desire underneath the desire. This way, your journey and destination are one. How beautiful is that? Alrighty, Elizabeth and Ginny is next. So Elizabeth, what does Elizabeth? That came out really quick. Ecstatic bliss, Elizabeth. Let's get the matching card. Oh, that's orgasmic creation. There. Haha. All right, Elizabeth, are you still there? Hi, Shalashini, long time, sweetheart. All right, we've got ecstatic bliss, the key, joyful simplicity, and the code or hologram, signature essence. So you're just going to receive those into you, and anyone else can receive that's looking at them. Just receive them. Good morning, Nathan. How are you, love? Oh, do tell, do tell. Powerful energy, and the veil's thinning. Had a new moon, solar annular eclipse yesterday. Do tell. But can you make sure it's PG? I have a channel here. Hi. Okay, so ecstatic bliss. Let's read the application of these two cards. The little blurb on the bottom of them, because I read those first. The little code on the bottom. Bliss exists in every moment. Home in on what matters most to you. Simplify to amplify your results. And then signature essence. The difference of you is what matters. Boldly shine your uniqueness for consistent, predictable manifestation. Okay, so let's see what the application is. All righty. You guys are doing really good with the likes. I appreciate you. Ecstatic bliss. And thank you for the gifts. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your attendance, just even being here, your energy, right? You are giving of your energy. You're giving of your time. You're giving of your, the actual energy. There we are. I found it. Aw, I love you, sweetheart. Hi, Wendy. How are you? All right. So ecstatic bliss. The application is really short and sweet, Elizabeth. It's really short and sweet. It's the shortest one in the book, just about. Go for a walk, get a massage, take a bath, rest, dance, sing, hum, hug, make love, eat, be, color, talk, enjoy, play. So there's nowhere in that did it say work. Go and do the things that light you up. Go and rest your soul. Go and allow it to, flow. Allow it to. Oh, cool. Go have fun. I love that too. It's beautiful. Okay, Ginny, are you still there? Hosier, Ginny. And anybody else that wants a card that I missed? Perfect. So we've got the Temple of Love as well. So we already had this card this morning, but I'm going to read. I'll look at the little message for you, and I'll read it again if you'd like, because other people have showed up, and it's important for them to hear the message as well, right? That's probably why it comes out again. Is not just you. I think there's a part of it coming out again because of other people needing to see it. Oh, definitely rejoice in Shalashni. Absolutely. Okay, so the Temple of Love and key and hologram. So the Temple of Love, key, physical radiance, and the Temple of Love hologram, vibrant home. Did we might not have got these. I think we did though. I feel like we got these ones already today. So you just receive these keys and codes. Like you don't have to do anything but just receive them and then listen to the message from them. Have a beautiful day at work. You're welcome, love. Hi, Denise. So Temple of Love, physical radiance. Your body's capacity to receive more without the crash is key. Prepare for more income, impact, and time. So you're getting some stuff. Hi, guys. And vibrant home. Form follows coherent energy. Consecrate your home and creations to divine order, success, and harmony. Okay. So just remember, I'm doing, just for those that just came in, I'm doing the Magdalene codes. If you want one on YouTube, you can ask for one as well. You ask for one, but they do take a little bit of time to read. So just bear with that part of it. Temple of Love. What I need to do is put little tabs in the book. Oh, never. The best is yet to come. That's a solid resonant, like big time. The best is yet to come. Absolutely. So much good is coming your way. Right? So much good. So you are a divine site of love, and your love conceptions are divine sites of love. They are temples of love. This code is a foundational member of your manifestation team and a high level of magic. For your creations are also temples of love. Each is consecrated with a unique purpose and higher mission. When you are clear about what purpose you are consecrating your creations for and with, a fire is lit in the universe to bring you the supportive, cooperative components so that this is fully realized. Let's say one of your creation projects is to call in sublime time. When sublime time, Temple of Love, is consecrated with a purpose, it will come to you much more easily and quickly. Where is the time going to be spent? What is the purpose of it? Are you going to spend more time with loved ones doing things you love? If you had 20% more time to spend your way, what would you be doing? And who would you be spending it with? So the same thing with money. If you're calling in money, right? Hi, Shelby. If you're calling in money, what are you calling in the money for? What is the purpose? What are you using it for, right? You have to connect to the bigger reason underneath the why, like the bigger why that drives the desire, right? Is what the Temple of Love's talking about there. So I'm going to, when you create a chamber in your sublime time Temple of Love that is specifically for a project, like having more time to spend your way hiking in the mountains, 3-day weekends with your loved ones, or taking that transformational program you've had your eye on, the blueprint vibrates in a more coherent way and easily enables you to leverage time for these purposes. In addition to consecrating your creations with purpose, connect your love conceptions with their origin star. All of your creations emanate from source and have a specific vibrational origin, what we also refer to as your home star. When you use your intention to align your body as a temple of love to your origin star, this accelerates the speed in which your creations come into form. This is compounded exponentially when you also connect the temple of love or sacred light of the being of light that is your creation to its home star. Even if you aren't consciously aware of what that may be, connecting your creation as a temple of love with its origin in the cosmos will create a divine order and facilitate change at a rapid pace. This is the art of creating ensouled physicalizations by infusing higher plane energies into the physical plane, which is the heart and soul of this Magdalene manifestation system. To do this, gaze upon the key Temple of Love glyph and imagine the star above the crown of the masculine Temple of Love representing the star home of your creation. Then visualize your creation crowning into the birth canal of the third dimension with a star above the crown. Then state out loud, I choose to consecrate my temple of love creations with their higher purpose and connect them to their origin star for the highest and best good of all. That was pretty big, pretty powerful. I would buy a boat in the ocean and have dreams about flooding. Hi, how are you, Ashley? Okay, so you're welcome, Jenny. You're welcome. Ash is a subscriber, and I know there's other people that want cards too. So just let me know if you want a card. Ashley, as a subscriber, I already pulled a card for you. And you're welcome. You're welcome, Jenny. I'm doing well. How are you? Okay, so you get the message and you get the key, whether it's your card or not. So just receive it. Just receive it, right? These are powerful. Yeah, I missed you. You didn't miss yours. I missed you. I forgot. I forgot you were still. I just forgot. Just forgot. I can only do so many things at one time and pull cards and read messages and talk to guides. And sometimes I can remember everyone, but otherwise I don't. All right. So this is Ashley as a subscriber. Subscribers get to go first anyway. So here's your key code and your hologram. So the Magdalene love being, Akashic manifesting, create with the raw energy of the divine, leap while you sleep by communing with the creative field. And Magdalene love being, lead love ambassador, lead the evolution in consciousness from love, graciously receive support from others, love beings and source, right? Which is beautiful. I got warm. The sun is just like, hi, bye. Hi. Yeah, it's interesting. I was fine until I started reading Ashley's cards. And if Ashley's doing warm, then, it's not. It was only 9. Yeah, reading your cards, just holy. Whew. Yeah, like I'm not hot on the I was right here. That's okay. It's okay. I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to disconnect from that. So lead the evolution, right? When we look at the Magdalene love being, the application. When you draw this card, it is a great time to actively turn up your manifestation practice while in a being state, either lying down or while you're sleeping. Create altars that you place next to you while you are resting and sleeping. Intend that your sleep and rest are deeply nourishing to your system, claim that you magically manifest through the yin energy of resting, right? The yin energy, the feminine energy. Denise, there's Denise. Hello, love. Welcome back. Alrighty, rejoice. What does, heart sentience, rejoice. That one. Find the other half. Let me find its other piece. You're welcome. All right. So we've got the key and the hologram. Okay, the key, heart sentience, higher knowing. Okay, and heart sentience, magic manifester. Okay, so higher knowing, you are a vibrational recognizer. Instantly know what path to take from neutral and inner authority. And then heart sentience, mega manifester. Epic expansion is on the way. You are in a growth spurt, ripe and supported to realize your desires. So I'm going to let you see them again. Okay. And everybody can receive those keys and codes. And let's look at what the message is for rejoice, heart sentience. Oh, this one's a big read. Oh, wow. No, wait. That was, I thought the whole thing was the application. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, phew. So the heart sentience application, okay? Heart sentience is a sacred geometry environment that holds space for the highest possible outcome and also a capacity to circulate heart communication. It helps you navigate your path as a mega manifester from deep knowing. Take a moment to meditate on the heart sentience key and hologram beings and visualize them at the heart of your home, career, connection with source, and manifestation altar to create coherence and boost all that energy, all that you do, with the highest energetic infusion of source energy. There you go. That's your message. So I think this week is the last week that I'm going to have the same format of giving out cards. I think the way that I'm going to do it next week, I think I'm going to give a little bit more of readings to each individual, but I'm going to be choosing. So you're not going to get a reading every single day that you show up here. You're not just going to get cards of everything that I pull. I see a lot of creators do it in that format where you come on and you interact and engage with the content. That means that, for the most part, I will prioritize subscribers for sure, in that they will more frequently get picked. But that doesn't mean that I won't pick. I'm just going to allow my guides to indicate who I need to be delivering the message to. But then I'm going to give you bigger messages. I just feel like that's more in alignment. So yeah. All right, Denise, what does Denise need to hear, Spirit? What does Denise need for her manifestations? This is perfect after the vibrational visibility. We almost had this one before, almost. So I'm glad we did get it today. It's good for everybody to see this vibrational visibility one. We've gotten a couple of duplicates. It's nice to get other ones, right? To get new ones. It's also nice to find the card. Oh, there we go. I'll skip past it fast. Definitely, Shalashni. All right, so the key and the code. The key and the code. And do remember, you can go to my website and you can book a half an hour reading with me, or you can book an hour-long reading. You can also book a human designer gene key reading where I sit down and I'll go over your gene keys or your human design in an in-depth way. So if you're interested in learning more about yourself, you can do those readings. When you sign up for the gene key or human design, you have to give me your time, date, and place of birth, so that I can, or you have to give me your information so I can run it in this, like I can So I can look it up. I can't do your gene keys without those. I'm like, why am I having such a hard time saying I can't? Unfortunately, I need that information. I don't want your information, but I need it. That's kind of what it is. Yeah, I've actually, I'm going to study to at some point provide. Carol's had actually coming in at this perfect time. Carol's been lucky enough to experience one of my gene key readings, diving deep into it and giving you an explanation about your overview. And then I'm going to be providing deeper readings into each of the sequences going forward, but I'm still studying for that. So that will come out eventually. But do support me. Right? If you're coming here every day, do support me. Come and hang out with us and deepen the conversation as well, right? So the key, vibrational, like in joining the collective, the vibrational visibility, highly magnetic, Denise, and then vibrational visibility, empowered potency. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. That's lovely. All righty. So look at your key and your hologram, and for everybody else to look at and receive. I'm going to move them closer to the computer. And back. Vibrational visibility. I get to do D's now. I'm so excited. Vibrational visibility. When you're called to accelerate the timeline of your creation coming into form, vibrational visibility is a key ally in your endeavors. Visualize your creation with the vibrational visibility glyphs and turn up the natural signature of your manifestation. Amplify the reach and visibility of your project to those who are looking for you and your creations. Attract and choose to come into contact with those who have a supportive role in the actualization of your manifestation. Being a diluted version of yourself slows things way down. Instead, turn up the volume of your frequency to full tilt boogie. It's time for Denise to boogie boogie. I love it. I love it. Full tilt boogie. Full tilt boogie, Denise. I want to see it in the collective. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning. I love you, Carol. Shalashni. I was like, who? I was going to do Shalashni. Whoa. I think I know what card was yours. Okay. So we get to look at a resource card, guys. So remember I said there were 4 cards in the deck that are 4 that are resources. We have the resource of time, the resource of energy, the resource of money, and the resource of relationships. So this is, you only get 1 card. You get the divine relationships, vibrational leadership, resource. Okay, so this is the resource card. And then we'll put it up closer. Okay. Vibrational leadership, divine relationships. Hi, I'm really good. How are you? All right. When you are connected to source every day, you're in a high vibration, which magnifies your results on the physical plane. Plus, it feels divine to be aligned with the divine, within and without. You may feel called to create a divine relationship spread to deepen your source union, or to amplify your connection with the Magdalens, your manifestation team, and your higher self. As a Magdalene, it is innate for you to have primary and vital relationships with the multidimensional planes and love beings. Perhaps you would like to have a deeper connection with your guides, or you have a question you would like to receive direct guidance on from your higher self or the Magdalens. Cultivate your question and draw as many cards as you are called to. Then spend a few minutes gazing at the glyphs before closing your eyes, gently relaxing. Notice your sensations and see what arises. The guidance may come right away, in a dream, or through an experience the next day. Be sure to write down the impressions, guidance, and clarity you receive. Now, while you can't do that unless you have these cards, Shalashni, then you could do that deck. But you could also, if you have other cards, you could also consult the cards to get clarity, to kind of have that as well. Or you could connect to have. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. You could also connect, for a deeper reading. right? Maybe it's something you want to have a deeper reading with me. And if you want, right, if you want, we can do a reading with these cards, right? We can do a half-hour reading with these cards. It's just that you can see there's a lot to read, but I can do a spread. I can do a spread from these cards as well. Right? Okay, so Carol, what does Carol need? Oh, wait, I forgot. We dropped some other cards when we dropped the cards last time. Got to have all the cards, guys. All right. Carol. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So if you want, sign up for a half-hour reading, and I'll do a reading with these cards, and we'll do a full spread, one of the spreads that it's talking about, and I'll take you through the whole process, throughout, like the meditative process with it and everything. Again, this is really apparently Carol needs it too. I'm gonna check and see. Can we get something else? Whoa, 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 whoa! Whole cascade of cards. So you get that same mess. You get that same message. You get that same message, right? The same message of divine relationships. Good morning. Good morning. What a beautiful day we had yesterday. Yesterday I was booked solid, and I'm filling up quicker these days. So if you're looking to book time with me, it just seems like now's the time. Now's the time. Hello, Karusha. Right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Tam. How are you? Right. So divine relationships is the thing. So there, I'll talk to you deeper about it in the divine, or in the Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy. I'll talk to you about it in there. Right. I'll talk to you about it in there. Okay, Carol, we'll deepen the conversation about your card in the collective. Yeah. Okay. All right. Karusha. Aw. Sorry to hear you haven't been well. Are you focusing on your health? So there really is a need for us to read these cards again as well, because it's come out. So somebody needs to see these. The Magdalene, the Magnificent Receiver. I know. After I'm done the live, we're going to do the ears. Want to get up on the couch? Did Grandma leave her? Did she leave it? Oh, did she leave a newspaper on the couch? Totally blocked you, hey? Get up there, Bob. You can. You can. You can. So and trust me, right? Like I usually sit on here and I'm very open about my life, right? I'm very open about my life, and I'm very open about the situations that I've experienced. Like being in a narcissistic relationship that absolutely terrified me, that I left my partner in Costa Rica and moved in with a friend. Like, my life hasn't, and I came from a lot of trauma stuff, right? But no matter what, while that was going on, even that experience, but I experienced the moments and I moved beyond the moments and dealt with it, right? What you feel in your body is you, right? And that, that doesn't mean that, because it's not that it's not acknowledging that there may be stressors around, but we keep ourselves locked in that space, or we amplify it or make it worse for ourselves, right? So how can you've moved on, but he keeps texting and tells people I'm after him. So those are lies, and ignore the lies. And he keeps texting. Why do you allow him to text you? Right? How is he texting you? Right? So sometimes we participate in our own struggles, right? Block him. Block him. Block him. Tell him that you even tell him beforehand. Say, I'm done with we have ended our relationship and I am done and moving on. And if you do not cease and desist in your contact of me, I will put in a restraining order. I will contact the police. Right? Like, we don't have to tolerate that. Right? If somebody's violating your boundaries, and especially violating your boundaries by you're broken up, you've been very firm and it's over, it's done. If they're harassing you through messaging or showing up at your place, that is a violation, right? So block them and call the cops on them. Report them to the cops. That's harassment and bullying. Right? And the longer that you allow it to happen and don't do something about it, the more that they will do it, because you're the one that's creating the fence or the non-existent fence. Right? I know. And it sucks. It sucks. It sucks that there's people out there that are just terrible people that will just keep doing stupid things and won't stop until you have to amp it up. But that's the boundary that you have to get to is I matter more than this. That's not right. Right? Like, that's like, yeah, best for sure. Right? But you're the one that allows the stress. You're the one that is allowing it. Right? Even that. Why do you give a crap? Right? Like, in all fairness, whether he has a problem with it, whether he's texting you, block him. Block him and be done with it. Then he can't text you. There, you're done with that. If he is violating your physical space, like coming on your property, call the cops on him for trespassing, or call the cops on him for harassment. Like, you're a grown up, so you have to act like you have to do grown up things. When you say, I don't want to be I don't want to be contacted, block it. Then go block him on your mom's phone. Right? Call the cops and say, my ex is harassing me. He's texting, he's calling, he shows up, he's brought another woman to my place to yell and scream at me. He texts my mom and harasses my mom. And they will say, what have you blocked him? Have you blocked him? Is the first thing that they'll say. Have you blocked him? And they'll say no, then they'll say block him. And then they'll say, and if he persists, then you can, and you can do that, right? Like, yeah. Shaleshni could give you some tips on exactly what to, and the question isn't why. It doesn't matter why, right? You can sit with your head going in knots all the time going, why? Sometimes there's no understanding why. Sometimes people are just bad people. But this is the opportunity for you to exercise boundaries. And that's a big step for you. And that's a powerful step. Powerful step. We are the ones that determine the treatment we receive. And we're also the ones that determine how we're going to feel about everything, right? Like, you could look at that like, oh my God, my ex is, like, my ex is doing this and he's calling, he's texting, and he's harassing me and he's doing all these things and he's stressing me out. And you can say that you're in that bad space, right? Yep, exactly. Do not contact me directly or indirectly. Do not contact me directly or indirectly, right? That's leave my family alone. Like, do not try to contact me through my friends or family. Like, that's what you're saying in that. Do not contact me in any way, shape, or form. And you can be very firm with, and if you cross that line, I will report you to the police and have you charged with harassment, or I will get a restraining order, right? Right. Many of us have been there before, right? And it's a chargeable offense, like Shaleshni's saying, it's chargeable. Right. But we determine the boundaries, right? We can also look at that and say, like, okay, so he's clearly somebody who at the very least is unhealed, or he's a bad person, right? Like good people don't go around harassing other people. They don't show up at their ex's house with a girl and yell and scream at her. Like they don't bring their new girlfriend to chastise their old girl, like their ex. Like why would, right? Like people don't do that are healthy. Just to put it bluntly, they don't do that when they're healthy. So send him healing and just let it go, right? Do a cord burning, do a cord cutting, do something to rid yourself of the energy. Yeah. It's also eclipse season. That's another reason why they show up, right? But you're strong and you've got this, right? You're strong and you've got this. Okay. Yep. Just if you don't care, right? If you don't give the attention to the situation, then he's not getting his supply. It does sound very narcissistic to me, but you're welcome. You're welcome. Get your mom to block his number too, right? If he reaches out through another number, and says like, you blocked me, like why'd you block me? Or he reaches out in a different manner, before you block him on wherever he reaches out to you, like let's say he connects with you through social media, right? So you've blocked him on WhatsApp, you got him blocked on your phone so that he can't call you or text you directly, and then he reaches out to you on Facebook or something like that. Send him the message on Facebook. Do not connect with me directly or indirectly. And you can even say so much as, if you persist, I will report this to the police. Yeah. Because you don't need that. Aw, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yay! I received that. Thank you. I received that. I received that. I received that compliment. I received that booking. I received that money. I received that gift. I received that generosity. I received that, right? Like I receive these beautiful things. It's beautiful. Oh, I love you guys. It is going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful day. Absolutely. All righty. Tam, what does Tam need to hear today, Spirit? What can we give Tam to help move her manifestations or empower her in some way? These are powerful codes, right? Powerful codes. All right. Ooh, you get sublime time. Ooh, wait, you want to look at that before you go, Lightbender. Highest timeline. This is what we're talking about in the divine relationships, about sublime time. Time is multidimensional. Be present and enjoy to collapse time. Reach your targets at the speed of love. That's powerful. Okay, sublime time. Let's read this resource. This is one of the resource cards of time, right? Sublime time, the application. At the end of each day, gaze upon the sublime time glyph and know that you've done enough. You've been enough. Everything has had its now moment in that day. All of your projects are multidimensionally connected. They continue to evolve by you being deeply fulfilled and satisfied with your day and by just being. Focusing on the 8,000 items on your to-do list that didn't get done perpetuates the perceived lack of time. Instead, choose to honor yourself by acknowledging your forward momentum and appreciating what unfolded during that particular day. Declare that your time is sublime. Another way you can apply this code is to pay yourself first with time. Set your priorities with the must-dos, or what we call to-joys, on top. If spending time with your family is what matters most to you, then that's a non-negotiable. You make spending sublime time with your family a top priority. If exercising deeply nourishes you, don't slot that in with whatever time seems to be left over from other activities. Make moving your body a priority as a creator being. Be very present in all that you are being and doing to cultivate even more now moments of sublime time. That is such a great message for everyone to receive. Like, honestly, that is absolutely powerful. So every night, say that you've done enough and thank yourselves. Definitely. I love it. I love it. All right. What does Shalashini need to hear today, Spirit? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We do not need all the cards. Not all the cards. Like half the deck. What does Shalashini need to hear today, Spirit? What can help her manifestations come to fruition? What? Oh, fully realized. This is a powerful one. I love this. Oh, and there's the other card right there. Okay, so we've got the key for you, Shalashini, and that is fully realized. Manifestation master. Sorry, I had to do something. There. Now I think you can pin your own comments. Oh, hi, Tam. I didn't realize you weren't here. Shalashini, I'll bring your card back. I know which one it was, but I didn't realize that you left. Yeah, if you ask for a card and you leave, it's better if you tell me you have to leave, so then I know, right? So then I know. Okay. Fully realized, manifestation master, and then this key code, fully realized, spiritual adeptness. Okay. Fully realized, manifestation master. Fully commit to manifesting 100% of your project. Bring your targets into fruition with adeptness and ease. And then spiritual adeptness, realization as in enlightenment. Use energy and frequency for aligned manifestation. So let's see what fully realized application is. How do we apply that? Application. We're going to hold them up again because the message says gazing at the glyphs. So we'll hold them there. All right. Gazing at the fully realized glyphs with your love conception in mind, we invite you to feel into 10% of your manifestation being realized, then 20%, then 30%. Notice your sensations. Do you feel safe? Is it exciting? Keep going from 40% all the way to 100% full fruition, noticing which percentage feels like a done deal and where things start to feel wobbly, if at all. Practice being with the 100% fully realized state of your creations to prepare your system energetically for them to come into form. What you seek and desire is on its way to you. I believe so. I believe so. That's beautiful. All right. Tam, are you still here? So Tam, this was your card. Your card was Sublime Time, highest timeline. Okay. Time is multidimensional. Be present and enjoy to collapse time Reach your targets at the speed of love. I'm going to go with the assumption that you needing it read means that somebody else needs to hear it again as well, and that is going to be of benefit to everybody. Okay, so at the end of each day, gaze upon the sublime time glyph and know that you've done enough. You've been enough. Everything has had its now moment in that day. All your projections are multidimensionally connected. They continue to evolve by you being deeply fulfilled and satisfied with your day and by just being. Focusing on the 8,000 items on your to-do list that didn't get done perpetuates the perceived lack of time. Instead, choose to honor yourself by acknowledging your forward momentum and appreciating what unfolded during that particular day. Declare that your time is sublime. Another way you can apply this code is to pay yourself first with time. Set your priorities with the must-dos, or what we like to call to-joys, on top. If spending time with your family is what matters most to you, then that's a non-negotiable. You make spending sublime time with your family a top priority. If exercising deeply nourishes you, don't swap that in with whatever time seems to be left over from other activities. Make moving your body a priority as a creator being. Be very present in all that you're being and doing to cultivate even more now moments of sublime time. Good morning, Crystal. How are you? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Okay. Good morning, Crystal. So we're dealing with some pretty powerful energetic cards today with the Magdalene Key Code cards. So the messages are pretty powerful. They are a bit lengthy. So I've been asking that people be generous today. Just be generous today, right? Be generous. All right. So you're welcome. Thank you. Love you. Who's next for a card? I think Crystal, I will give a message because I can't think of anybody. Anxiety is high today. So we talked about anxiety this morning, Nikki, and one of the things that you can do to help with anxiety is, number one, check your thoughts, right? Check your thoughts. If your thoughts are about worrying and lack or fear or scarcity or the future or whatever, then it's understandable that you're feeling anxious because your feelings are your thoughts are driving the bus into an anxious space with those thinking patterns. If it's not your thoughts, you're like, no, I'm not, that just came on all of a sudden or whatever. If it came on all of a sudden out of the blue, then you could look at it came from one of your other senses. At a time when we experience trauma, we take a snapshot of everything that we are experiencing in that moment. And so what are you smelling? What are you tasting? What are you, like all of it. So when something is similar to that, our nervous system reacts in anticipation that there's something to be fearful of because we smelled something similar to experience before. So when you have anxiety, you can do a lot of different things to help with anxiety, like breath work, grounding, but definitely taking control of your thoughts is a big thing. A quick little technique is just to do a figure 8 around your around your eyes. You can do it on your skin, or you can do it like I'm doing, where I'm not even touching the skin. You can do it in any direction. You can do it at whatever speed feels good to you. If you are putting it on your skin, you can do it as light or as hard as you want. It's the crisscross motion bilaterally across the eyes that is creating it, and it will pull you out of it. It'll drop you into rest and digest, and it'll get you there. You'll either yawn or you'll swallow, because that's your cues that you're in rest and digest. If it's into a panic attack situation where, it's not as simple as doing, and the difference between anxiety and panic. When you get to a panic attack, doing something like taking something spicy or taking something sour, like super sour, that can snap you out of it like that. So if you're prone to panic attacks, have something like that on hand. And scripting is also another good thing with panic attacks. Right? When you've had a panic attack, sit down and write down what you think you could say or read during a panic attack that's going to make you feel better. Right? So it's like, I know that you're having a panic attack right now. So this is you talking to yourself. I know that you're having a panic attack right now. We've had these before. You know that you're safe. You know that you feel like it feels scary. You know that it feels like, maybe your heart's pounding out of your chest, or maybe it feels like there's chest pain, or, these types of things, right? Yep. Yeah, exactly. Sour mango would be, it's perfect too, right? Because your taste buds, like when you hit the sour and the spicy, it's very disruptive, especially if it's like very sour, right? Like if you're in a panic attack and you put a warhead in your mouth, it's just like you can't help it. You're out. You're out. You soured yourself right out of it. Your nervous system's like done, right? Yeah. Yeah. And go to the breath. The breath is your brake, right? Think of the breath as a brake on the system. Okay. I was like, who am I shuffling cards for? Crystal. What does Crystal need to hear, Spirit? Can I get a good message for Crystal? Can I get a good message for Crystal? What does she need to help her manifestations? Multi-D abundance. So I'm going to get the code that goes with the multi-D abundance. I'm glad that we got this card today too. All righty, here we go, guys. Multi-D abundance, the key. So even if you're not the one that's receiving the card, you're still able to access the key or the code. So this is the multi-D abundance aligned growth key, and then the multi-D abundance simultaneous wealth. So these are, I'm doing well. How are you? Your mission requires resources. Grow what matters most to you and is aligned with your mission. That's what this key is. And the simultaneous wealth. You are multifaceted. Create abundance in multiple areas of your life simultaneously. Okay, so those for you guys. We're going to read the application of multi-D abundance. So write down 5 forms of abundance that matter to you and your soul's mission. So let's say in this example, if you're looking for, like, my company. So my soul mission would be to create, to move my company to a legacy, like to create legacy for my children, to create powerful transformations around the world. Like there's a lot that's within the company. So how can I what are 5 ways that my company can make money, right? Well, I can make money through books that I've written. So I have like 6 books that are published on Amazon. I can make money through TikTok, like I do here with gifting and stuff. I can make money through the groups that I have. So when you move from here to the Mind, Body, Spirit Healthy Collective, or the Divine Feminine Healing Collective, or the Divine Masculine Healing Tribe, those would be my groups. I could make money from my education. So I have Calm Spaces, a resiliency building toolkit education. I have trauma awareness education, and I have the quantum regression and integration therapy level 1 with trauma awareness education available. So I can make money through those. And then I can make money through my one-to-one or group programmings doing healing and trauma stuff. So those are my five little things that I can create money for, like the 5 forms of abundance that could bring money in for that soul's mission. That's the concept of that. So visualize these all being a part of one home or abundance body. They are not separate containers of abundance, but interconnected. Add these aspects of abundance as light beings to your manifestation team, and ask these extensions of source energy to communicate with you and to magnetize optimal environments, experiences, and opportunities. So the one that's for books, right? So that's a little love being, and you charge that up and you tell it to go out and find readers or organizations or supportive groups, or libraries, or, like schools that would pick it up and libraries that would pick it up, or organizations that would be aligned with, doing a donation of the book to, children, or, aligning with the actual parents or readers, right? So that's what you send that little love being out to go and magnetize or to communicate with you about. And same thing with each of the other things as an example. So that's what that's what your reading is. It's not necessarily not a possible thing, right? Right? Are you Cancer by chance? Hi, Juju. And hi, Miss M. How are you? You're welcome. Right. So 1212 guys, 1212, I'm going to be hopping off shortly, but you guys can join me or come with me. Crystal's Gemini, your star is, yeah, very nurturing. I was just thinking with Nikki, that could be that your north node could very well be in Cancer, and that would make sense why you would be very much focused on home. There's nothing wrong with that, but maybe you can't be a homemaker in the sense of staying home and just, taking care of your husband and providing for him, because maybe you don't have a husband, so you have to go out and work. Well, if being a homemaker is something that's important to you, then how can you take aspects of that for a career, right? Well, like maybe working in the kitchen at a nursing home would be a job that would be, you'd feel appropriate because you're doing homemaking duties or stuff for people within their home, right? So that's the kind of an example of doing that. But there's lots of people or relationships, or men, I guess there's lots of partnerships that arise where somebody would be like, yeah, I love that. I'll go out and work. You take care of the entire house. I come home to a clean house, clean meals. You pack my lunch in the morning. Perfect. I'll take care of that. Just don't complicate things. Be nice and just, don't just bring peace to my life. Like some people are like that. I'm like, I was going to leave. I was going to leave and go to the Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy Collective. You can join me there. But I'll give a couple more cards. We'll give a couple more cards. I have to be off by 12:30 though. 12:30 at the absolute latest. Miss M. Love conceptions. Okay. Ensouled creations. So I'm going to pull out the other card that goes with this, because they are a two-part. At least I like to read them as a two-part. This is the other card, Miss M. Love conceptions, optimal environments. So you just look at the keys and receive them. Anyone can receive the keys, whether they are on here or not. You can receive, like, not on here or not. Whether they're your cards or not, you can still receive the codes and the keys from these cards. So receive them. Ensouled creations. All your creations are love beings. Communicate with the higher self of your manifestation for next steps. And then optimal environments. Create from the inner sanctuary of Source. Envision the seed of your creation quickly developing into form, which is beautiful, right? Why are you feeling guilty? What have you done wrong? What have you done wrong? I'll read the application of those two cards as well. Okay. So love conception. I was like, it's got to be near the front. Love conception application. Oh, this is a long application, guys, but that's okay. We must need to hear the message. Choose something that you would like to manifest on the physical plane. Go within your heart and call upon the masculine Magdalene love conception being and the feminine Magdalene love conception being and the inner sanctuary of Source. Call upon the Magdalene love technology, which is the capacity to create love conceptions. Ask that the seed, egg, hologram, or blueprint of your manifestation comes into the womb or of the inner sanctuary of Source. Ask that the activator, sperm, key, or spark of your manifestation comes into the womb of the inner sanctuary of Source. With as much love as you can muster, conceive the love of being that is your creation, bringing together all the elements that it requires. The spark and the seed come together to conceive the embryo of your manifestation. It is fed, nourished, and developed with optimal nutrients and building blocks along the way. Your love conception is conceived with all that it requires and desires. With all desires, magically calling to it the optimal individuals, circumstances, and resources that it requires to come into full fruition. Notice if any part of your system is creating from a place of lack or settling for what you think you can manifest, which may be creating an unnecessary energy leak and ceiling on your love conception. If so, state this affirmation out loud. I am conceived from the inner sanctuary of Source. This manifestation is a love being conceived in the inner sanctuary of Source. Feel the alchemical gold within the glyphs alchemizing any slower vibrations and absorbing them into love, elevating your love conception back to its original state of wholeness. Know that all that is required to bring this manifestation into form is on its way to you. Steep communication with the infinite intelligence of your creation and act. You have the love technology of the love conception assisting you along the way. Remember to enter into each now moment as a pathway to conceive even more love on the planet. So it is, and it is so. The doubts are, oftentimes it's what we end up having to work through is the doubts, right? So has your husband said anything, right? Or are you making this all for yourself, right? Like if you love being a homemaker, then you're doing the thing that you love and there's nothing wrong with that. If your husband's okay with you being a homemaker and is, in that, then that's okay, right? Is that what you want to manifest? You can manifest whatever you want, Miss M. You can manifest whatever you want. What's in alignment with you? What are you manifesting? I think we're all manifesting all the time anyway. Most of us are just unconscious of the fact. But whether you like what you see in front of you or you don't, you've manifested it there. It's true, right? Your thoughts, what do they tell you to manifest? They tell you to think about it, visualize it, think about it, right? Put it in the mind, feel it in the body, and then take inspired action based on your thoughts and your feelings. Most time it's not inspiring the action that we're taking, but we're moving from the thoughts to the feelings and out into the actions. So you're wanting to manifest a permanent job. So where do you see yourself? Like, what is it that lights your soul up in the way of job? Every day is. I think we should get into the habit of that, saying good night. I did a great job. I did enough. I experienced enough. I was awesome. Thank you. It was a beautiful day and I did everything that I needed to, right? I did enough today. Good night. Get to start all over again with a whole new energy bank tomorrow, right? So having something within the serving. So there's lots of different roles that you can have, right? And, it becomes an experience at that point. So a permanent job. So just see yourself in a permanent job, getting up every day, going to work, having, how are you going to feel with that, right? Yeah, but fearful of the future is just going to create that in your life. It's not like when we sit there and we're afraid of the future because of the past, right? You're saying that what I saw in the past, I want to see more of in the future because I'm focused on it, right? Thank your body for trying to keep you safe and protect you. Thank your body for saying, look out over there because that reminds you of that. The only thing that being in, like when you're in an anxious state, when you're fearful and stressed, your immune system isn't functioning properly. You're not going to be getting good sleep, right? Like it creates all kinds of stuff all around it, right? And I think that you are skilled and talented, you have knowledge, you have abilities, you have all of that stuff. And whether you've used your education in the last little while or not, you're still employable. There's things that you could do, right? So that you can always do something. You can always make a change. You can always shift in some way that would help you. right? Even if you were like, well, I don't want to leave the home, then you do a job that's work from home if it was an issue with there was not enough money in the house, right? But sometimes we just have to actually be adults and sit down and have a conversation and check in with our partners in a partnership that's a sacred union with two people who are growing and healing and stuff like that, right? When they go through that, it definitely absolutely works, Ashley. It absolutely works. So when we're it's about asking your partner, like, how can I meet your needs better? Or, like, hey, can we do a check-in? Like, what could I do better to support you as a wife? Or how do you think I'm doing, in my role, right? If your children are old enough, you can even ask them, I love you. And, like, I just want to make sure that I'm doing right by you and that I'm meeting your needs. Like, is there something that I could do for you better? Or is there some way that I could meet your needs in a better way? Like, actually check in with them. If there was something that you could do or something you could ask me to change, what would it be? It doesn't mean that you have to change it, right? Some kids might, well, you could stop making me eat all my vegetables. Well, that's not going to happen, son, because that's the best for you. So then, but we can do check-ins like that, right? Otherwise, we're just making assumptions. And oftentimes, if we've experienced trauma or we've had, people in our lives that have belittled us or made us feel small or, stuff like that. Yeah, Carol and her hubby have business meetings, weekly business meetings. What's coming up in our lives? How can we support each other? Right? What's your week look like? How can I support you this week? And what's my week look like? And how can I support you? Yep, your intuition always knows. We don't listen to it though. We end up listening to our feelings and then we go into the space of, well, we should give him a second chance. Yeah, he scared me when he yelled and screamed and, flipped the table, but we should give him a second chance. I mean, he's got trauma. We should forgive it. We should let it go. Or she's, oh yeah, she came flying at me, fists and, even, stabbed me with her keys. I'm going to forgive her, right? Like, it doesn't matter. It's girls, guys or girls can be both in the perpetrator space, right? Or in men and women can both be in a space where they've been victimized. Yeah, that's a beautiful way. That's a very healthy relationship. Very healthy. All right, guys, that's all for today on here. If you guys want to deepen the conversation, come with me to the Mind, Body, Spirit Healthy Collective, which is on my website. It's a Zoom meeting, and you get to participate at a deeper level. And for those of you that aren't following me there, I will see you tomorrow on Friday, right back here on TikTok to hang out for a little bit. Although I think I'm going to be sitting with my guides this weekend and looking over things. But I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. For those of you that are coming with me, I'll see you in the next space. Bye, guys. Yes, 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 yes. If you want, Nikki, book a free call with me. Book a free call with me and we'll talk. Okay? And then I think that the collective would be a great step for you, for sure. Okay? Love you guys. Bye, guys.